A lot of cover trees, a lot of forests have been deforested. Trees have been cut down. Now every person is saying, now I'm going to get involved in palm oil growing. So people are pulled now and they are surrendering their forest cover. So in any time we are in fear that it's sometime to come within a short time, all those trees we are seeing now standing will be cut down.
Back in 2003, a company called Bidco arrived here on Lake Victoria's Kalangala Islands.
They'd won the backing of the Ugandan government to begin an ambitious new energy project. At a time of widespread interest in the potential of biofuels, fuels which can be refined from the natural oil of certain plants, Bidco planned to convert over 25,000 hectares of land, including vast areas of rainforest, into just one single crop, palm oil.
The Bidco people cut off these trees, a very big acreage. I don't know whether you have gone there to see, a very big acreage with natural forests.
The fertile soils and thick rainforest of Kalangala make for an abundance of plant and animal life. For years the people here have lived in balance with this ecosystem. When the Ugandan government agreed to the terms of Bidco's presence on Kalangala, the forest reserves were de-gazetted. The national forest, public land protected by the government, was sold to Bidco. Bidco also contracted local farmers to grow palm oil on their land. Today, Bidco owns the majority of the land on Kalangala's islands and have so far cut down 9,000 hectares of forest.
Biofuels sound like a very attractive energy alternative to fossil fuels because they're supposedly carbon neutral, but the problem is they require massive amounts of land where crops can grow well and particularly where there's water. And so these are the areas where there are already crops or there are already forests. Across Africa, we see biofuels development has really gained a foothold. And what a lot of people don't realise is the EU have a 10% biofuels target, which means that by 2020 they hope to have 10% of their fuel coming from biofuels.
Far away from the policymakers in Europe, the people of Kalangala have more pressing concerns. When Bidco arrived on the island, farmers were offered loans from the company in order to set themselves up as palm oil growers on their own farms. Over 6 years later, and with the loans still not called in, many are worried about the future.
If you look at the executive plantation managed by the Bidco itself and is managed by the outer growers, there is a great difference. So the yield will be different. So these people with this low yield, the outer growers, will totally fail to pay for the loan. So this means that when they fail, automatically their land will be taken away from them.
Whilst the fears that the people here have are still only speculation, Bidco have yet to reassure them that their land is safe.
We have seen similar situations in other parts of Africa where farmers have been given loans which may be up to 2 or 3 years while the crops develop. But these loans come attached with contracts with a lot of conditions which are quite difficult to fulfill, but also extra expenses for the farmers to pay back to the companies. For example, they have to pay obligatory membership, statutory contributions, deductions, management, extension services and licensing services in order to fulfill their contract. And at the same time, the company is obliging them to sell exclusively to the company, that company alone, on their terms at their price.
This is loan money. how many years am I taking to pay back this money? Is it a trick that they give me the money and take the land if I fail to pay? Then what are my children going to do? Where are they going to be?
We can only hope that the fears of these people are answered. But their story is by no means unique. Across Africa, communities have faced these same problems. Forests have been cut down, biodiversity destroyed, and precious farmland lost. All the result of climate solutions which we know are flawed. And so, in the fallen trees and rows of palm oils, we see a warning. What do we really want to achieve when we tackle climate change? Are our trees expendable? Are we free to exploit Africa's rural communities?